I will break down my last track eventually, which is available on Spotify, so you can check it out. So here's the cover art. I'm gonna play the song actually, so you guys can see what's up. That's the song. I'll start with the drums. You know, here on my drums, I have pretty simple drums. I have like 8 channels of drums, which is pretty uncommon for electronic music. People like to add a lot of stuff. In my case, I try to keep it simple, clean, and direct to the point. I'm gonna start with a kick. This is a big ass kick. Oh yeah, actually, this is a loop, so I didn't even get a snare set, really. That's how lazy I was with this song. And instead of breaking down everything, because I like the balance of that loop, you know, sometimes what I do, I chop it off all the loop and I separate the elements so I can control them better. The only thing that I'm doing actually is just sending to a parallel drums channel that I have Drummer S7, which is a drum processor, 50% of the amount, a little bit of air, and the punch setting. And I'm not doing much. It's just, you know, sending to have some impact there. And that's 50% of my drums is just this one loop, you know. You know, just giving some more movement. And for that hat, I'm just using like a kickstart to give more of a bounce. My next element here in my drums is this other loop, you know, also giving more layers and more speed to the drums. And then my last element is just claps, pretty dry claps. I think I put like some chorus for mega wide chorus. That's what's going on there. And then when you play everything together on the drums, that's how it sounds. Pretty easy. Let's move on. Let's move on to the bass. Another element that I try to go very, very simple. Counter with the drums, that deep house vibe. What is this? Bass mid. See, I have things here that I don't even know. Yeah, it's just like notes accentuating the piano comments here, which I'm gonna play it later, but this is not doing much. We have the deep bass, just very low. It's just like there to give some flooring, you know, with the kick. I barely can hear it. Yeah, it's just like to, you know, fill all the empty spaces of the main bass, which is the second one here. Like if we play from here, you know, it's just a counter bounce. And then I think I have the same thing here, again, accentuating other notes, but on a higher octave. Yeah. Just accentuating those. And that's my bass. That's what's going on. And then when you play with the drums, that's what you got. Very, very cool. I mean, I think it's cool. You guys can let me know here in the comments. Nothing special on the bass. Actually, it's going to a bus channel here with some compression. I'm also doing this. I'm adding this BX sub-synth, just adding some harmonics and sub-harmonics. I love this plugin for that. I'm just doing a little bit. It's so easy to overdo on this plugin. I have to be really careful. And at the end, I'm just doing some kickstart again, just to bounce everything out. Let's move on to the pianos and synths. As I mentioned, like the synths are the main reason why I even started this song, right? I started this whole song because I was playing with this new idea of making a phonk track. Not funk, a phonk. I have to always go back because people are funk? No, phonk. Why did they make a genre that has almost the same name, sounds the same as already existing genre? I don't understand. So this whole track started because of this sound. cowbell sound from a like 808 drum. And yeah, I was experimenting. I saw like a YouTube video from a funk producer just playing with that or teaching how to make that sound. I tried and I was playing with the melody and that's how it came up. I added some piano comments. Oh yeah, I have a bunch of like atmosphere vocals from Oliver, just to give like some depth, some vibe. Yeah. Yeah, I love Oliver. Oliver is like one of the top producers in my opinion. Like if you go to Splice, half of the sounds that I have on Splice is from him. I mean, if you know Espresso, it's from one of his loops, you know, Sabrina Carpenter. It's 90% of the song. It's just one loop that he did. There's 2 more layers here. I also have this like freeze pad to give like this, wow, where am I? If you're on headphones, you can hear better, but it's like playing like ding, ding. On effects, I don't have much going on. It's just a rise up. And then a crash for. And finally, the last 2 elements of my track is samples, you know, vocal samples, I got from, I think from Splice or something, and I pitch shift them. So this is the first sample that I got. Take your time, but eventually I'll get there. That's it. Take me time, but eventually I'll get there. Listening to this sample multiple times, I feel like, yeah, this is like an affirmation for me, you know, of keep going. Like eventually you're gonna get there. You're gonna get to, you know, your success or the place that you want to be professionally with your music. I hope that becomes like an affirmation for everyone that is listening to the song, like, you know, a motivation for people too. Like in the original one, it sounded a little different. I think I pitched down like 2 semitones, so it originally sounds like this. Take me time, but eventually I'll get there. So weird. And the last sample is just like some woes and some ad libs. I think it's a woman singing. So this one I pitched it a lot. Like I pitched 6 semitones. This is the original one. Listen it. Yeah, it's actually a woman singing. That's so cool. And that's it, guys. I have nothing else. I'm gonna play it back one more time for you guys, but before, let me just thank you all. You can listen to the full song eventually on my Spotify, WLL. Go check it out. I'll see you next time. But eventually, I'll get there. I like the song.